Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Proving Grounds Pod, your one-stop shop for all things Proving Grounds. My name is Smax, and I'm joined by my constant co-host, Cubby, and we're here with a very, very special guest. That's two varies, ladies and gentlemen. Two. Daption.
4 double-digit episodes.
Yes. The support for Wildcard Gaming for our 10th episode. As Cubby mentioned, it is double digits now. Daption, how are you feeling today?
Feeling good. Just got out of a scrim. Was watching the series, and I'm excited to answer some questions.
Yeah. The series Daption's referencing, of course, is this. We are filming this on Tuesday, so after the losers finals, where no org, they kind of sped run their boys in Zeus Gaming. Zeus didn't have their best day, and no org played pretty well. So I think that's the best way to put it. Smax, do you have any thoughts?
I have many thoughts, but I actually want to hear Daption's thoughts mainly on the series.
Did you catch a lot of the series, Daption?
If I'm being honest, I was mostly nervous. I was nervous for the interview mostly, so I wasn't really paying attention to the game and whatnot. But I do know that like the first two games, I'm pretty sure Zeus picked like Callista, and I was like, that's a stretch, because mostly in this meta, the AD carries that I've been seeing are like Senna, Jinx, Caitlyn, not like Callista. And like Callista can't just like shred through like tanks and stuff like that. That's like really viable right now. And I was like, it felt really bad because like Raheen, he is a good player. I'll give him that. He's really good. But I felt like he fucked himself over by picking Callista.
He had an off day. I can see the strategy for him though, because like especially when Norg's, on boost side, they're like picking Jace. They play through Viper, right? So like you have a Lorum that can play Scion or Malphite and absorb pressure, and then you pair that up with Callista in the bot lane and try and attack. Also Pocket Rhino. He makes big plays, but also sometimes big flops too. And so Callista helps with that, right? Like it can really enable him. SK has been running a lot of Callista because it enables treats really heavily over in LEC. So I saw the theory behind it, but yeah, definitely came up short. And Norg played really well. Smax.
Also, Callista's denial pick from Viper. So that's also something.
True.
Yeah, did you see Kelsey's tweet about Viper in Proving Grounds?
I did. That's very funny. So Kelsey pulled up all of his stats on champions that he's played top lane that are 80 carries. Like a bunch of Vayne games, Callista, Tristana now. There was one other 80. I don't remember what it was. But she was like, are we sure that he's trying out to be... Oh, yeah, Lucian. Are we sure that he's trying to get back in LCS for top lane? I think he wants to be an 80 carry.
Which is funny, because he's playing 80 carry tomorrow in Tyler 1 solo cube battle.
Very
true. Is he actually?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. That's a spoiler, Cubby. You're spoiling your own content.
Damn.
No, it was all announced for interviews.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I'm spoiling that I don't pay attention to your content then. That's actually...
I mean, my content's vanilla, I've been told, so.
Well, we're here to put a stop to that. We break the status quo over here in the Proving Grounds.
We've got Daption here to save us.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll try.
I don't think Daption was ready for all the banter that we throw at our guests. He's just along for the ride now. We try and have fun,
It's true. I try not to be stern, but
yeah,
if you guys are down, I'm down. I'm in.
Exactly. Well, we're very happy to have you here today, Daption. We're very excited, and we've been talking a lot. A lot of our guests have been people who are going to be playing in the next tournament, the Giant Slayer Spring Gauntlet. In fact, Cubby, I'm pretty sure all of our guests this week are playing in that officially now.
For what?
All of our guests this week are playing in Giant Slayer. Is that true? Well, technically, Zoo is coaching a team in Giant Slayer.
Yeah, every single one.
Hey. All right.
Wow. I guess we're just ignoring the teams already in Proving Grounds.
Well, we'll get to them later.
Well, for real, though, like we did want to talk with especially Prismal and then our guests that we actually do have now scheduled for Thursday because they weren't involved previously, right, until Giant Slayer. So that's pretty hype.
And Daption, because you also missed out on on UGP. Speaking of, before we get into like your team stuff, how has this tournament been for you? Like now that you're a spectator for this tournament. Cubby and I have been for a little bit as well. We got like the earlier games on broadcast, but we're just watching Captain Flowers and LS smurf it on the cast.
Yeah.
How has this tournament been for you guys as a spectator for Wildcard, and just getting a little bit of time off in this very strenuous Proving Grounds split?
So basically for us, we've just been playing like the longest scrims ever. It's like 5 blocks, and we just try to focus as much as possible because the next tournament we're going to be playing in is a best of 5, right? So we try to like keep up the endurance, like make sure that we're not like falling behind, because usually our scrims would be like 3 games and we would cut it short at that, and then some days we'd go without scrims and we wouldn't be usually we would be practicing before a game, obviously, because we wouldn't want to fall behind on any of the meta reads, all that mechanics. But now that we have time to like really focus on what our mistakes are, I think it's going to be a really good look into the next tournament, because while we see what the other teams are doing, we're trying to improve at the same time. So during our five game blocks, you'll literally have like Quacker or Team Luke just talking about like, oh my god, dude, Fizzy was so good in that play, blah blah blah. And it's really like refreshing to like see other players play and, you know, perform. But on the other hand, I don't really watch that many of the games, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I only hear them through the players, and I go check them out when they're like when my friends are talking about, or my teammates are talking about it. Sorry. And you know, it is a good example to look at other teams and what they're doing, but I don't know. Sometimes I just get bored. You know.
Yeah, that's Prussian's job anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, how do you know that?
We know Prussian really well.
Yeah, we talked to Prussian a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
We knew. Yeah, we talked to him.
That he's your external analyst.
Damn, I thought that was a secret. It's not.
Well, we don't know his processes, so.
Okay,
yeah, no, we just know that like
enough.
he's involved. We're big fans of Sir Christopher and his videos, and we've known him since Skygrounds like this last split, because he helped out with Radiance and was on a couple broadcasts with us as well. It was really fun talking with him. Because like one of the things like we struggle with like as casters, and something that like Smax and I have been actively trying to fix, is that we don't get a lot of point of view VODs. And like it's really tough like when we're asked like, hey, what do you think about, you know, XYZ talent? Because like I mean obviously I've seen all the tape and like the competitive games they've played and sometimes raffle files, but I can't see their point of view. So like it's really tough to actually like figure out like this guy's got insane mechanics, because I don't see the point of view. Like I can see movement, that's about it. Like I don't see like where they're clicking. So we've been trying to like fix that. And so Prussian has definitely helped us with that. With like videos and like the fact that like, you know, like they're inside, and it's nice having other people that have helped us like kind of fill in those gaps and hours that we have as casters. So, yeah.
Okay, one thing I want to talk about with perspective VODs, or you know, point of view VODs, is that obviously it does sound really good for you guys. I would honestly be down to give my perspective VODs, but it's just that most of the time when teams like at least like give away their VOD, not even give away their VODs, like have VODs of them playing, they don't want to like divulge information about how they play, all this, all that. But I do get that to a certain extent, when you're trying to find out whether someone's good at the game, you do have to see how they click, how they move, when they move, and why they move. So I do see your guys' point from that. So maybe that could be something we can improve on together.
I like that. That'd be fun. I know Smax has like really tried to sit in on a couple scrims, because we have TR accounts now.
I have.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Yeah, as members of the Giant Slayer broadcast team, we were lucky enough to get those. So yeah, pretty excited for that.
Yeah, Pog.
I don't know what we're gonna do with those on the broadcast, but
spectate some games and cast some League of Legends. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, I also get to say that I have a TR account right now, so that's
that is true. Yeah,
that's probably the best part about it, really.
Smax just wants to flex.
Exactly.
I don't blame him, honestly, though.
Okay. It's no Haunter.
It's no Kangas, yeah.
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 You know, they're in there. Something like
I swear.
that.
Okay. Who do you think would win in a fight, like Kangas or Hayami?
Oh, okay. So
did you see Hayami's abs picture today?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
You know, out of context, that's a really, really interesting quote.
You know, that's okay.
It'd be a great clip right there. Someone wants to go back and take that. Okay, so this is funny you bring this up, Daption. Slightly off topic, but we love getting off topic. We have a running joke amongst the casters that Kangas and Desrex are always going to like have a fight. I don't know if you know who Desrex is.
I do not.
He's another killing play-by-play caster. He used to do the TL gig with Joshi. Eric's an awesome guy, and he actually is a huge fan of wrestling too. So like, there's like an added level to this as well.
Damn.
And so there's like this running joke, like they even did like a birthday clip where like Desrex like pied Kangas in the face or something. Like it was the funny, like there's just like this running joke, like there's gonna have like a caster brawl, and then it's like that's the headliner. So
that'd be fun.
I'm gonna take Kangas. I feel like the mustache just puts him over Hayami. I'm sorry.
True.
Yeah, it's
Kangas. I mean, he's got a bunch of like Twitter videos of him just like lifting boulders.
Yeah,
and stuff, so.
it's just like, you're like showing us how much you can lift. I mean, more power to him, honestly, but
yeah,
literally, yeah, lots of power.
Literally lots of power.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of lots of power, you guys on Wildcard, you came into the split. We had you on the power rankings. See, there's the transition. We had you like pretty well. Okay. So the funniest thing about that is that you guys got seeded 12th, and then Myra, you know Myra, she's like, and we got seeded way too low, and then you guys finished 12th, and she's like, fuck, man.
Yeah, I was really unlucky.
So, I mean, you guys have been showing up pretty big though. You, of course, in that tournament you had your upset against Solafide. Even through like roster turbulence and things like that, like Team Luke going and playing, subbing in for Katsuri, and you guys have Panda now. I pulled the stats from Cup. You guys actually didn't even have a negative game record in Cup. You went 7-7. In all of your series losses, you at least took a game, and you 2-0'd one of the teams. So
you guys had a tough games in Cup. You had really tough matchups.
Yeah. I know.
It was very fun to watch, if that is any solace to you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. That makes me feel better.
But yeah, like going further into the tier 1s and everything, you guys will of course be playing in Giant Slayer. How confident would you say that you are in your current roster? Now Panda's on the team. You guys did go 7-7 in games in Cup. And now you've had some time to practice and everything. Are you guys confident that you'll be able to take top 4 in Giant Slayer? Because that qualifies you for Proving Grounds.
I'd love to say yes. I'm super confident. I want to win this. You know, the usual answer. And I do absolutely believe in my team. I really want them to win because they are good players, honestly. Like people like Quacker, like Xeno, Panda, Luke, like all of them are just good players, and I see like the talent and like where they could be going with this. But I think it really just falls down to me and my like motivation as a player to like really bring up the team and like be able to actually be the support of the team, and like not only in a game sense but like also like a team sense, because one of the big problems that I have as a player is that when a play goes wrong, which you know it obviously is going to happen, I immediately just lose motivation. It's just like a huge like slap in the face, and for me to like make a mechanical mistake in a game that like really matters, I feel like that just really affects me, and I go from like normal voice to like way lower, and like every mistake just like bashes me in the face. So if I can be that like super motivated, super like positive player that my team needs, then I think we can definitely end top 4 this tournament.
All right. What will it take for you to do that? Do you need us like in the Twitch chat with a Daption copy pasta?
We're hyping up Daption.
We will do that. We want to see everyone at their best.
I would love to. Honestly, that would be cool. It's just, I think it would be more of like a self-confidence type of thing. Like I have to be like, you know what, people, they see maybe some potential in me, and maybe I can like make this happen. So if I can do that and like make people happy, it's good for all of us. And it sucks that it's not like I'm doing this for myself, but
it's a team game, right?
Yeah.
You win and lose
say
as a
no, which means that we have to figure out what rhymes with Daption. The copy pasta.
Claption.
We have to figure out. Claption. Ooh.
Yeah, my friends say that a lot.
Oh,
that's
really?
good.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that I'm very original here.
Yeah.
Or he's saying that you're one of his close friends.
Damn.
Maybe in 45 minutes when we're wrapped. Maybe.
Nice. All right.
Maybe.
That's the play.
Yeah. No, that's interesting, and it's also nice to hear. Like, obviously, you are a young player, but it seems like that's like a very grounded perspective on yourself too, which I find good. I guess. I mean, like obviously, like everyone's trying to work and improve. That's why we're an amateur, right? And so it's good that like you have some things already targeted. So you mentioned a lot of that is like kind of like how you communicate in game. Are you one of the more vocal players or shot callers for your team then?
Yeah, I had ADFX was my coach Morgan. Probably gonna refer to him as Morgan for the rest of the interview. Morgan tell me that I'm one of the most like talkative people on the team, and that's because he did a word count of like how many times someone talks. And apparently I'm the one who talks the most. So if
only Morgan would come up with that.
Literally, like he does the most random things.
It works.
And he's like, you think I'm not watching you during your ranked games? Look at my VODs, dude. I have so many of you. And I'm like, God damn. He's like that embarrassing parent at like soccer practice. It's like your mom going like, yeah, go. But I still appreciate him for who he is. I also forgot the main question that you just asked, so sorry.
No, like I just asked like, are you like the one of like the shot callers in the team?
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume from word count that's gonna be yes.
Yeah. But the most like, how do I say this? The most like informative person, because people can talk without having any meaning. Obviously, a lot of casters do that. A lot of players do that.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's tough.
Yeah.
Very true.
I think Panda is one of the most like, I don't know, he's like God sent. Like honestly, he's what we needed on our team, and he's like literally, he tells us what to do, when to do it, how to do it. It's just so insane. Like he is just a gift to us all, and
almost like he played in LCS.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, where does all this talent come from? And then I remember one of the first times we played together with James Ding, which is Panda.
Mm-hmm.
I think Morgan messaged me in DMs. He's like, can you believe this guy was in LCS? And I was like, yeah, I mean, it looks like it. He's so good. So, yeah.
Nice. Do you feel like your like in-game like comms and shot calling and everything has like improved on this team as well compared to
absolutely. I literally didn't. God, like 2 years ago when I was on like some random ass team called like 13 Noobs, I would literally just say whatever. Everything that I've been taught about like comms.
The team was 13 Noobs?
Yeah, 13 Noobs.
That's how'd you come up with that name?
It wasn't us. Okay, there's like a whole lot of backstory.
All right, you don't have to go into it. I love the name.
No, but I'd love to go into it if you want.
Oh, okay. Oh, I mean, if you want to, yeah, let's hear it.
I mean, it makes for an interesting story, but it was this one team 2 years ago. The state of amateur wasn't like it is right now, where like players actually get paid, all of this, all of that. You have contracts. No, it was none of that. We had like this like 50-year-old man come up to us in a Discord call with some coach saying like, we're willing to pay you like, I think it was either $500 or $5,000 every 3 months for you to play on this team called 13 Noobs, and we would be playing constantly. We would always be like reviewing all of this, all that, but turns out the whole thing was a fraud. We signed for a team who would never pay us. We played for 6 months. We had so many roster swaps. So many things happen. So many bad things happen to us.
Why does this happen in NA Amateur?
Honestly, and we signed it, and I was like 17 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get like my dad's signature.
Oh god.
He didn't know what I was signing for, so that was a whole mess in it.
Dad make money playing video games. Sign.
Yeah, it was so cool. It was such a good idea too. They were like, we're gonna improve the state of amateur. You know, all the good things that are happening this year, 2 years ago, but like, it didn't actually happen. We didn't get paid. Mm-hmm. Turns out the company that the person was like the owner, whatever, was like backing up, never existed, so we could never get our money out of them. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that was a complete failure. I had like TJ Command Attack as my mid laner. He was pretty cool.
Yeah, we like TJ.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, and like sorry, go ahead.
No, he's a good coach.
Yeah.
I
know. At IWU, I'm pretty sure, and like a bunch of my, I have like 2 friends from IWU. I'm not gonna say I have a bunch of friends. Yeah. And they always say he's a cool guy, and I still think he is a good guy. Mm-hmm. I actually didn't like him at first because
he's competitive.
He likes.
I had him blocked on my main account in solo queue for a while.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I mean really it's just how TJ is, honestly, and I didn't know that at the time.
I mean, I was inting the game, like, I'll be real, but sometimes I just need the people to shut up. I usually know when I suck, but I have boomer hands, so
trust me.
That's why I talk about the game.
I understand you, but TJ was like Flaming Dragoon, who was my top laner at the time. I was like, I am not having any of this. You're not talking about a top lane like that. And then he was like, Daption, calm down. You don't need to do any of this. And it was like our first time playing together.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. God,
which number noob were you?
Oh, we didn't have numbers. That's how this started. The name 13 News was the dumbest thing ever, but the owner wanted to enforce it so badly that like we just had to roll with it. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't even remember the freaking.
It's like scuffed as it is. I love old esports stories because like it's just so like looking back, like you can like kind of like laugh at it, even though like it's like really shitty, right? But like it's still like kind of funny, like how scuffed it all was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see how it improved, right?
I'm glad it's improved. Yeah.
Yeah, like 2 years ago, no one would be like on a podcast talking about like players. So more power to you guys for helping amateur players.
That's the goal.
I'm glad you brought it up because the real thing that was wrong 2 years ago was that Cubby and I weren't in the scene yet.
Exactly.
Last year.
That's what we were missing.
Damn, dude.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Smax coming in with ego.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's well deserved, honestly. So.
No ego is deserved.
Don't do that
to
me.
We appreciate
don't give me that.
That's very nice of you. We try not to have ego, but it's all good.
Okay, I forgot where this question. Sorry, I'm gonna do this a lot. Sorry.
No, it's I always like tangents. I think the question was must have not been important.
Cubby doesn't know it either.
Must have not been important.
I guess that means we should move on.
Okay, fair.
We're good hosts.
So you guys going into Giant Slayer, I'm on track, Cubby. I don't know what you're doing.
Struggle busting over here.
This guy ever. So going into Giant Slayer, you guys are going to be playing against Cloud9 Amateur, and if you beat them, you'll be playing against CLG Academy, which is Team Luke's team. That was previously a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about those matchups?
Well, lucky enough for us, we already got a chance to beat CLG Academy in scrims, so that's. I'm such an egotistical player. No,
we get scrims leaked to us all the time. It's fine, but I love it. Okay, good for you.
Fair. Yeah, and obviously Luke was so like happy when we beat them. And
I know that I'm sure like Luke likes those players, but also like if I was Luke, it would feel good to beat him, right? Yeah.
Of course, yeah. He was like, I'm super down to beat Ketsuri.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, I really want to beat C9 Amateur. I don't know why they're ahead of us in points. I'm sorry if that's ego.
No.
I don't hate anybody on the team. It's just that I feel like our team is just better.
Yeah. I mean, obviously Big was kind of rough because you guys had 2 roster swaps going in compared to Risen, right?
Yeah.
And you were also in
And
the group of death.
Yeah, the seeding rules.
We don't need to talk about big.
We're past it. We're past it.
Honestly, I feel like I just broke.
Here.
I broke the one rule that we have on this podcast, which is we don't talk about big. We just talked about big.
We just did.
I broke the rule.
It's okay. We can move past it.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Daption.
we can move on.
I appreciate that.
It's
No, but
all-
honestly, I mean, I think that you guys like it's kind of interesting because like you and Maryville, because Maryville missed out on Risen, definitely like overall just have less points, right? And so you kind of come in here as teams that I would not want to face in the first round. We'll put it that way.
Damn. Thank you for saying that.
No, I would not want to face you guys in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't want to face Solo Fide either and teams like that, but we had to face them anyway. So it's like one of those things that you gotta do, you know?
Yeah, and honestly, like, well, yeah, like if you're gonna be the best, you gotta beat everyone in the end, right? But honestly, I'm pretty excited about this tier 1 because like Smax and I were talking, it feels like minus Barrage, and also like even though Barrage, you know, they got knocked out early, TSMA got through.
Round, by the way.
They're a good team, right?
Yeah.
It feels like the 4 top teams minus maybe Barrage are like out of the tournament, and I think it's just going to be a hell of a tournament. I think it's going to be crazy for Giant Slayer. I think that like I'm very confident the Barrage top 4s, but I think that gates are wide open for anyone that's playing good League of Legends to like really make a run in that tournament. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was deep. Okay.
I get paid to to do that, Daption. I try.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
You get paid to make Rell combos. I get paid to talk.
That is true. That is what I get paid for. What have I done with my life? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Speaking of Rell, they're actually nerfing her tonight. They're giving her.
You got to queue up after this one more time.
No. I absolutely hate playing Rell. Okay, that's one thing that you might be like, like that champion is so fucking broken. Like, it's not even fair. Like, I literally just say like, literally in scrims, I'm like, okay, guys, I have flash. We're gonna engage like anytime. Like, it's so annoying that I, as a player, can choose when the fight starts. I can choose how many people I'm gonna control, how many people I'm gonna CC. It's just so dumb. Like, she's literally the spawn of the devil. Like, she can steal your armor. She has armor. She literally just like jumps on your team, pulls them by the hair, come here, stuns them, whack them on the head. But in the end, like
Rakan.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, Rakan was like the old one. I saw like some Twitter post on talking about like how Rakan's old combo is like super broken because like you can dodge it. Like, you literally can't.
It's the same. It's the same with Rell.
I didn't even think about that until now, and I'm a support player as well.
I've told you this so many times, Cubby. You just don't listen to me.
Damn.
See, this is the tension coming on through.
Oh,
sounds like a relationship, honestly.
It is.
I mean, the guy's married, but
I am. Right there.
Damn.
But I'm also married. I'm married to the game. Married to my work.
Married to the game.
The game's name is Cubby.
I still feel like Rakan was more OP just because of like the mobility. But Rell is really tanky.
She's tanky, Rakan. Really you flash in, you bring everyone near you with your ult, and then your W knocks everyone up. It's the same.
And then you stun them afterwards too with the
Yeah, it's even better. Like,
I will say
myself. This champion, I don't know if you know this, Daption, but Cuppy and I are also support mains.
Ooh, love that.
So yeah, we're all support mains in this call. Rakan is my boy.
Not as good as you.
Not as good as you.
But we try. Sometimes.
I'm not even that good. Don't even worry. I'm not good.
Well, one of the reasons that I can joke about the NA support pool is because season 10 I hit Grandmaster, and I'm bad at this game. So that's one. Like, it was early seasons, there's an asterisk. And I did get bodied by Core JJ and Tactical 2 games in a row, and they made me want to quit the game. And now I'm plat 3, 33% win rate on my Smurf, playing LeBlanc and feeding. Caster life.
Rip to you, good sir. But I mean, fun. At least you got Grandmaster. You can put that on your resume.
I can. And then we took 6 months off, and it really came back to bite me.
Damn, that sucks. But honestly, I love it that people say that I'm good, but I don't see it. I don't. I mean,
that's like, there's always ways to like improve, right? Like Prismal, I think Prismal is really good. Prismal was calling himself a noob on here yesterday. Yeah, I mean, it's like the right mentality to have,
worst
right? Like there's all like the game changes every 3 weeks, and there are always ways that like you guys can all get better.
That is true, but you know, honestly, mechanics aside, I feel like NA supports obviously don't have any mechanics, and like maybe I have some inkling of like mechanics, maybe a little bit. I'm not gonna prep myself up.
Yeah.
But I think that, I mean, if I compare myself to like, what's it called, like Sword Art, he's so good. That's like someone that I'm like, okay, whoa, that guy's good. You know,
I feel like that's like one of the hardest parts about solo queue versus competitive too, is that I feel like support as a role, there is, I think, I don't want to say it's like the biggest difference, but it might be the biggest difference from solo queue to competitive. I think jungle's up. Like I think every role is different, but supports vary.
Jungle and support are definitely top 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you can put like so many games.
Tough to learn.
Yeah. And like I played a game, like a ranked game against like Sword Art, and like I did not know where he was going.
Did he level 2 top?
He literally walked like top off level 3, and I was just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, what am I supposed to do? And I'm just sitting there bot, like obviously I'm an auto walk bot lane after I move mid. I'm not gonna just like go top lane. And like he's just always out of vision, just like ganking, pressuring the map. And like he's still able to like pull off these amazing combos off champions, and I'm like, dude, your brain is just like massive. Heimerdinger like times 10. And
I remember I watched a game where I forget who I was watching stream, but he was playing Set, and they shoved in a wave level 1, and he based and just walked top and like pretty much won like the matchup top.
At level 1?
No, he hit no, it was second wave. My bad, second wave. So he was level 2, playing Set, but he just based and walked top with nothing. And then just like won the matchup because he like ganked a Jace that was like crashing, like slow pushing. Like just like the stupidest stuff. He's just is pretty cracked. I still think Core JJ is god, but Sword Art obviously is very good. Watching Core JJ just run in houses and like also run everyone in houses was unreal.
Yeah. I did play against him in house like one match, and like god damn, that guy is something else. And like he talked to me about the Nautilus versus Leona matchup that he like, I don't know how he does it. He's just so good at the game that he can like swap a matchup up, and like Leona literally shits on Nautilus, sorry. And he's like, you know what? Actually, no, you don't. I win. And I'm like, damn.
What?
So I got bodied.
Yeah.
Like he literally, because of the interaction between Leona E and Nautilus Q, you can hook a Leona out of her E, and she can't get an engage off, right? And he explained that in a YouTube video, and he told me that in that specific in-house. And I'm like, damn, that's fucking important.
Watching him play Thresh in the Nautilus is crazy. Yeah. He's crazy. Yeah.
It feels like he's tested out everything. He knows like every scenario, but I don't think that's possible.
Time and practice tool, man. They need to open up practice tool where it's more than one person. Like how valuable would it be for you to just hop in as a team and test out interactions? It would help the growth of the game just drastically.
Then I could finally practice my Yumi mechanics.
Yeah, I feel
that's what I'm lacking. That would get me up to Grandmaster.
Wait, did you see so like like the woman who like has the Twitter tab perks that like everyone was like accidentally tagging?
Oh yeah.
Did you see her tweet today about Yumi?
That was so funny.
That was the funniest shit in the world. Oh my god.
She tweeted there was this cat champ that attached to me and never did anything. Is this what you call griefing? Can I report this?
Dude, that does sound like Yumi.
Someone replied, they were like, no, that's like the entire champion. Like that's what they do. They're supposed to. Like,
it got like 700 retweets. Like, this is like a woman in Ireland that like got accidentally tagged, right?
Yeah.
That was that's pretty much
his perks.
Yeah.
But
it's really funny.
Yeah, she got a reply that was like, no, that's what the champion's supposed to do, and she's like, I'm telling you, this cat didn't do anything.
Yeah. No, that's one of the biggest things on Yumi. I hate it when a Yumi just like, she does that one thing where she just stays inside of you and just never leaves, like no matter what. And I'm like, dude, when are you gonna get your passive? When are you gonna like do anything? And then like, I get the worst type of like players in solo queue. One of them is like DNA. I literally had him last season, like literally message me in DM saying like, so when are you gonna be painting your nails on Yumi? And I'm like, what? Dude, what is wrong with you? And he was like, dude, it was just a joke. Calm down. And I'm pretty sure like I Will Dominate made that joke and got flamed on Twitter.
Yeah.
That sounds.
Oh man.
That sounds like a situation that happened.
Oh man.
Yeah. I wish I had it screenshotted, but
yeah,
I don't. So.
Well, now you have a Twitch clip of it. So.
Hope that doesn't get out.
No, it's all good.
I mean,
it's all good.
If you want to like air dirty laundry, I have like a clip of I Will Dominate saying that he's gonna run me down in like 2018. If you want that, I could give it to you, but I still can't believe he's affiliated with like any team. But
yeah,
you know what?
I won't.
I won't send it. I won't send it. I won't.
He does what he does,
Mhm.
and you know, people like it. So more power to him.
Damn.
But
sucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I definitely think that support is like the weirdest transition from solo queue to pro, because like, one, you can't just tell your AD carry, hey, don't die, I'm gonna go do this. Because
you're playing Ezreal, don't die.
Yeah. You can't. Oh my god, Ezreal is the worst champion to see on your team ever as a support, because you know you're like, I can't lane like with this. Ezreal is, his entire champion is built to be like, I'm gonna sit here while you do other stuff. They never get it ever.
Yeah,
it's insane.
You'd be surprised how many people die.
I know, man. And then if you dare type, you're like, hey, don't die.
Oh,
they AFK.
Yeah,
that's the worst. That's even worse than saying nothing. Oh my god.
Drop ego. Like play Ezreal, don't die.
It's wild.
Drop ego, play Seraphine.
There's that, but then there's also, you can get Challenger playing Sona and then never play Sona in like competitive ever.
Yeah.
Because you just can't.
Well, that's not true.
Yeah, exactly.
Just watch Dean play. Come on.
I mean, it's like the same thing as like Talon mid. Like you can like put Yamikaze on a team, but they'll just like ban.
Yeah. You know, they just ban Talon, and you're like, oh, well, okay.
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's one of the interesting things about like, I don't know if that's exclusive to like NA support either, because like I'm sure there are like a bunch of enchanter players and like other
regions. Absolutely. Isn't like wasn't the rank 1 US player like a Janna one trick, right? Wasn't that a thing?
Really?
I don't maybe remember. I know that the Boffs is like been playing Sion like a pretty high level over there for a long time, and it's like very high on the ladder too. Also plays that support.
Like, yeah. He does.
Mm-hmm.
He just plays that champ anytime.
He just plays that champ.
Yeah.
I think he is actually a pretty big reason why people play Sion. Actually,
he's really good at it.
He's very good at it.
He's amazing.
And he is very entertaining. So
yeah, he is. Like that's a really good streamer. You know, speaking of streaming, Daption, can we expect a Twitch stream from Daption?
Do we have any Daption streams?
Yeah, I want to.
Okay. See, I love streaming, and it's like so fun. It's just like, okay, number one, I think the biggest problem with it is consistency. I honestly, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stream Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. I'm gonna try that. I literally did that. I put that plan together like 2 weeks ago. Ever since Cup made like a branding seminar. And Kelsey was like, you know what, guys, start streaming. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to start streaming. But yeah, it's really hard to stick to a schedule. I'm going to be honest.
Especially with how crazy the amateur schedule is for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was screaming. I was literally, wait, are we Monday or Tuesday today?
It's Tuesday, yeah.
Okay, it's Tuesday. Yeah, that happens when you're a League of Legends player.
Yep, pretty much.
Today.
True.
I was supposed to stream yesterday, but I think we had an 8-hour scrim, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not scrimming. I'm not streaming after an 8-hour scrim. It's not happening. Yeah. I'm sorry. You know, I value my mental health a little bit more. So
yeah, 8 hours of playing the game's a lot.
For sure.
Intensely
it
too.
Is. Yeah. But the thing that's expected of us is to play 8 hours and then go and play solo queue. So it's really good to get used to that type of stuff now.
Yeah, it is. Especially, you know, as you mentioned, going into best of fives, like that mental fortitude is going to help. It's tough.
It is, yeah.
Best of fives are grueling. Yeah.
True.
I think the interesting part as well, like the only consistent streams I've seen in amateur is like actually is Tomio, who has cracked hours and just streams like now. Like, after everything's wrapped until like 3 in the morning.
Is he live right now? Is that going to be our raid? Hold on, let me check.
Probably.
He probably.
Well, that's like the only way to like stream consistently, right? Because like you have scrims match, like in the day some point, and then like this is your free time, right? Like once everything's wrapped.
There he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's streaming right now.
It's tough.
RBM is also streaming right now.
It's real tough.
It is, and I think the second biggest like problem with streaming is like, obviously you have to like answer chat, and you obviously lose focus. You're not playing at your 100%, and a lot of players don't like that. They're like, you know what, I'd rather not brand than and like lose LP. I'd rather not stream and lose LP than stream and lose LP. I don't know what I just said, but I hope you guys understand.
No, yeah. You were not the first person that has said this on here. I get it. I get it. Yeah.
And well, I'm okay. I really do like streaming, and I want to do it more consistently. It's just the motivation.
It's tough.
Yeah. Absolutely. I don't know how people get up in the morning and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna stream for 8 hours today. I'm like, damn,
pretty nuts.
That's a lot of energy.
You just got to take my approach. Stream once every 3 months and have it just be a banger. That's it.
That's smart.
Well, you don't stream gameplay because I'm suck at that. You just talk about the NA amateur scene.
That's not true. You streamed your golf game for a bit.
That was fun.
That was very fun.
Yeah.
What game is that called?
PGA Tour 2K21.
PGA Tour.
Yeah.
Yep. There it is.
I like dressed up. I like my like golf hat on,
PGA.
like all that stuff. It was fun.
Damn.
Perfect.
It was a good time.
You're dedicated to even a costume.
I mean, I've got a bunch of golf clothes, but I like golf. It's easy.
Yeah. Cubby's actually cosplay streamed, which I haven't done.
Wow.
I wouldn't call wearing a Masters shirt a cosplay stream, but
I would.
Okay.
I think you're a cosplayer.
Smax is doing this because he knows it'll just tilt me. Love cosplayers, insanely talented. We'll leave it to those talented people, not for me.
I'll compliment you with this next question. So you mentioned before how you were in the branding seminar for Cup with Cubby and Kelsey.
Mm-hmm.
If you're listening to the chat right now, by the way, actually, Cubby, is that something that they can like see somewhere?
I uploaded it to Cup. They have to get it on their YouTube channel. I don't know what happened to it.
Well, yeah, it was really neat. I'm sure Cubby has like the PowerPoint and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was really cool. I sat in on all of it. I'm obviously not a player or a team manager, but I wanted to see like who all was showing up to that and what the information was about, so that like, and I was with Cubby and Kelsey through all the process and everything, specifically so that I could help you guys do this like on this show and other things that I do, and even though Cubby's also here. So I'm curious, like, what did you think about that? And you said that it caused you to want to start streaming. Is there any other thing that you've been doing like because of that, or have been thinking about?
I mean, honestly, it's like a huge like wake up call to players when you're telling them like, you need to do this to get picked up. The like biggest example that they give is if two players of similar skill level are like tried out or whatever, and one of them has a bigger like social platform, then they're gonna get picked over the one who doesn't have one. And I'm like, dude, that is literally so. I find it egregious, but honestly, it really makes sense because in the end, a team is trying to make money. They're not just like there to dispense money to kids who want to play games.
Yeah.
It's a whole business, and they're really just trying to make the most out of their players. And I know it sucks to say that, like your players are tools for money, but it's just how it is. And I don't want to lose my opportunity to go pro to another player. Like it's just not. That is just not fun. It's so.
Yeah.
It's so like sad to experience. I had that happen on EGP, and yeah, it sucked.
Yeah.
It sucks having someone tell you that someone else is better at what you're doing. So
yeah, we get that in casting a lot. But it's also a nice wake up call, right? There are a lot of really talented casters.
Yeah.
But I always like to talk about, like the Michael Jordan approach, right? He always let his game do the talking, and he always knew that his game was the reason he got all like the sponsorships and all that stuff, right? It's like that's still the cornerstone, but everything that you're talking about too, it can only help you, right?
Yeah.
And I definitely enjoyed Hiami specifically is posting a lot more food pictures because he works in a coffee shop and he likes food a lot.
Makes crepes.
Yeah, it's been really fun actually, like seeing that, and I know that he set in on those, and like he was messaging me about it. So I'll pick on him. Also, we like Hiami a lot, but it's been good to see, and I like more effort from you guys. I mean, the biggest thing is just tweet consistently, and the fact that like you're doing this, and you said you were nervous to start, you're doing great. We're having a good time. So I think that like all this helps too, and as more players grow and like the scene grows, hopefully more opportunities come along for you guys to get your names out there, because even having Flowers and LS cast the games today, like that's huge.
Yeah, I was so surprised. Yeah, literally. Yeah. Why? How would Captain Flowers and LS, people who have like casted so many big games, just be like, you know what? Any amateur, that's what I'm going to cast today.
Well, I'll give you one hint. They paid the rates. Like these guys are getting rates.
Exactly.
Like, that helps. Mean, but also like they did a great job, and they like a lot of them reached out to like some of the amateur casters as well to like grab some storylines. I mean, there's a reason that they're good at what they do, right? They do their work, and it was fun to listen to, and they're on finals again tomorrow, so it'll be a good time. But yeah, it's it can only help you in the long run, right?
That is true. Yeah,
it's good to have in mind.
Well, thank you guys for organizing that whole thing, because I think it did help.
Yeah,
even if it helps like one person, like damn, good job, guys.
Yeah, I mean, we've just been enjoying this too, because like we just have good conversations with people that we don't talk to, and like we enjoy following, right? And the only difference is that we just hit record and publish it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sounds simple, but I feel like you guys put a lot of work into this.
We try.
We do try.
This week's a good amount of work, but it's fun. Like we enjoy it. Yeah.
This week's a little bit of but I'd do it again. Maybe not next week, but I would do it again another week.
Okay.
Speaking of work put in, Smax.
That's me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, is this my cue for the game?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, Daption, you are our next contestant on Do You Know Your Champ with your host, me, Smax. This is a show where we go through some of your top-played champions in your role, and we see if you know your champ.
Woo!
Are you ready?
Crowd noise in the background. Yeah.
I'm not ready.
80s sitcom track.
Well, you better be.
I don't know any of Rell's abilities. I don't know their names, but you know what? Go ahead.
Yeah, it is. Rell is one of the champions, so you're already on the right track. We've got 5 questions for you. They get harder and harder as we go along.
The first few are like, I don't want to say they're pretty easy in case like you miss one, but like, it's been fun. I get to help you out. I get to help you out.
Easy.
I'm a support main. I should not say this because I'm going to screw up every question now.
Yeah, you get to phone a friend whether you like it or not, because Cubby's going to give input.
Okay. I'll help you out. It's a team effort.
Thank you. I'll need it.
All right. Are you ready for the first question here, Daption?
Yeah, I am.
No.
We need like a theme song for this eventually.
Yeah.
We need to hit up Rafa for that.
We need to hit up Rafa.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Rafa
question
does
number
make
1, Daption.
Cool music, by the way. If
He does.
You need
he made our
branding
theme
stuff.
song.
He did make this theme song.
It is some good stuff.
Daption's like, Rafa. Really? Rafa's balls out like that too? Yeah, dude. The guy's everything.
He does everything.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 1, Daption. This is about Leona. How many auto attack resets does Leona's Q give you?
Like 1 Q?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it reset one auto?
You phrased it kind of weird.
Oh, I guess I kind of did.
Yeah. Daption's right though. You get 1 reset and you auto Q autos the mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
So yes, All right. You got it right.
Okay, perfect.
I bad first
Smax
question.
is trolling
That's
us,
on me.
guys.
I mean, I was like, is it a trick question?
Daption and I are banding
should I take
together.
5?
So-
No trick questions.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
You know what? You not only gain a point, I lose a point for that one. So that's on me. All right,
Oh.
question number 2.
Uh-oh.
What happens when Nautilus's Q dredge line hits a terrain?
He drags himself to it,
That's one thing.
and the cooldown is reduced, and it's half mana. His Q's half
Yeah.
mana. Yeah.
Get all
Also,
three.
you drag yourself the entire way, whereas when you queue
Yeah.
Very true.
an
It goes
enemy,
halfway.
you go halfway.
Cubby's getting specific with it.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
A fun fact,
That's
I really don't play Nautilus
yeah.
support. He's like easy Thresh. If you're good at Thresh, you can just play that.
That is
There you
true.
go.
I mean, I did start off with Nautilus before I went to Thresh. So.
It's actually good support. Like it's strong
Yeah.
champ. It's like good support mechanics, right? Because like
and then you
have
take
point
off
click.
the training wheels and you start playing Thresh.
yeah, exactly. Then
what
you
it
have
is.
Lantern. You're like, wait a minute, I can go in and out. Holy shit!
Yeah.
This champ's
Yeah.
awesome.
Nautilus is just the tricycle. That's what it is. All right.
No.
Wait, that's actually a good
Question-
meme. He's like the
it
training
is.
wheels, and then
Yeah,
Thresh
yeah.
is like the unicycle.
Exactly. See, I say some smart stuff sometimes, Cubby.
I like that. That's
No.
content
The
potential.
unicycle is Blitzcrank because that's all he does. Thresh is the
Ooh,
bike.
True. Because you got both wheels, front and back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then Tom Kench is a tandem bike. Yeah. Now we're getting into,
But what
now
about
we're getting
Rell?
real elaborate.
What about Rell or Tarek?
Rell is a spaceship.
What about Rell and Tarek? I feel like Tarek's a
She's-
spaceship.
Rell is already halfway across the screen to the moon.
No, she's like a
so-
meteor.
We're getting
my
way,
Yeah, exactly.
way off track. But I love how Daption's like driving us like off the cliff. I really appreciate it. This is fun.
Absolutely. If you're willing to go on a tangent, I'm willing to go. too.
Perfect. All right.
Next question,
number
Max.
3. This one is regarding Rell. What is Rell's base movement speed while she is dismounted?
Oh, it's like 2 something. Is it 210, 230, or 290 or something? And there might be
don't
a
know.
5 in there.
I don't know
I
this
don't know.
one.
Or it might be 250. I don't know.
I'll wait for your final answer.
It's like, okay, I know it's like really, really, really low. Something around
It
like
is very low.
yeah, like 2. I think it's in the lower. It's like either above 230 or under 230 by like 5.
According to chat, or the one answer has been sourced there, it's close. I have no idea what the answer is.
What is it?
Smax.
All right. Well, give me your final answer first, and then I'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
Can I give you like a range?
I want one number. You have said it, by the way. You've said it. You said the number once.
Huh? Is it?
That's
is
my
it-
hint.
There's no way it's 290. Is it 230? Fuck.
It is,
Okay,
It is
I'll
not
just go with.
230.
Okay, 230.
Okay. The answer is 250.
Ugh.
250
Fuck.
movement speed
Oh, you did
when
say
you are
it.
dismounted. as
That's
well.
close.
Close.
It's significantly slower.
Yeah.
It
you were
feels
really
bad.
close.
It feels bad. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until you
trust
flip
me.
the 80 carry back and stun him. That feels good.
Yeah.
Also,
All right,
dumb mechanic. Just
you're-
throwing that out there.
Yeah. You're 2 for 3. You're still doing pretty well. That's a
Okay.
passing grade. Let's move on to question number 4. Question number 4. How long does the effect of Lulu's ultimate wild growth last? When
Oh
you cast it?
shit!
What in the fuck? I don't know this by heart.
Is it 6 or 8 seconds?
It's 6 or 8. Yeah, it's one of those 2.
And
It
then
can't be 3. It
do-
can't
hang on,
not be
okay,
3.
does it scale? I assume it doesn't scale since you.
It does
It
not
does
scale.
not scale. It is a
I
flat
know.
number every time.
I'm gonna go 6.
It's 6 or 8. It's 6. There's no other way.
take-
It's
I'll
not
take 6.
7. It can't be 7. Please don't tell me it's 7.
What is your final answer?
Fuck. Let me think.
I'm at 6. You can join me or betray me. I don't know. This is tricky. If it's 7 though, that'd be really funny. That's all I'm saying.
There's no way it's 7. Wait, is it 7? There's no way it's 7. Fuck.
You'll have to give me your final answer. Time is ticking. This is why we need a theme song.
Okay, 7. I'm gonna go with 7. I'm
It
sorry.
is 7.
Oh
It
shit!
is.
I fucking dude.
Daption,
You got it.
you were mentally like gapping yourself, and then you saved it in the end.
I
That's
actually
that
did.
positive mental attitude that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
That's key.
Holy shit.
Staying in it.
Lulu enlarges the target allied champion or herself for 7 seconds.
Okay, so 6 or 8, I was close.
Yeah, you guys
I was
were
close.
in the ballpark for sure. All right. You're gonna need to be in the ballpark for this next one.
Oh boy.
This is question 5. This is the hardest question. I'll give it to you within a range of 5,000. Okay.
What?
Is this Galio rank?
How many followers does Seraphine have on Twitter?
You're I don't know.
The meme ants.
I don't know this. What?
25K. 25K. This is the meme. This is the meme question.
How am I supposed to know this?
Exactly.
It's a hard question.
You got to lean into it.
You gotta know. This is one of your most played champions.
25K.
So.
But I don't follow her on Twitter.
I do follow her on Twitter.
What?
So this is a personal answer from me.
Too many
well.
followers. I agree.
I stand.
Agree.
Okay. Can you at least say whether it's in the 100,000s?
Cubby's way off. That's what I'll tell you.
Wait, what was the answer?
I guess 25K.
Way off, as in too many or too less?
That's a fair guess.
That's for you to decide. Cubby is significantly far off.
Daption hasn't gotten a hint yet. I feel like over under 25K.
There's no way it has to be higher.
It is high.
It has to be higher. Okay.
Oh, I hate the fact
there's
that it's
too many
higher.
League of Legends players for that to be the right answer.
Daption is thinking of a random number to guess because we have no idea. Funny story about Seraphine. I know we told this on yesterday's podcast, but TJ, we were in a call with Captain Flowers, who is a Skarner fan. TJ loves Seraphine, and there's this moment is so if you love Skarner, that means I love Seraphine, we're mortal enemies, yeah? And then he's like, well, you can fuck right off, or something like that. And Flowers goes, it's a bold strategy, but I respect it. And TJ's as a part of the joke, after he's I gotta block him on Twitter. I have to follow through with this over the top. So he did it, and then he forgot that he did, and so someone had to remind him.
Yeah.
Hey, why do you have Flowers blocked on Twitter?
Captain
He's
Flowers
oh shit, that's right. It's I forgot. It was winning into the Seraphine Skarner joke. Okay. And that's the only time lore has ever become interesting to me in League. So
yeah. Do you have your answer again?
325K. 325K.
Okay.
What was the range I gave you? 5,000?
Yeah.
I feel like you need to give 10,000 depending on how many followers there are.
Well, it could have been either, and it would still be a little bit off. So the correct answer is 364,000 followers.
Actually, Daption, that's really close. I'll give you that. That was a good shot in the dark.
Very close.
A good shot in the dark.
I think that's a half point for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you got the right first digit.
I mean, this is if we're guessing the population the U.S., the closest wins. Daption murder me with that. I'd say within 50K. That's not too bad. Way off. It's not too bad.
Okay.
I underestimated the power of lore fans. I apologize.
Yeah, so you're at 3.5. That's pretty solid.
Lore fans and edgy Twitter.
Yeah, I don't remember what Tomio got, but Fnatic got 4 points. So
he had a confident 4 too. It was
actually did.
No,
well, I know
him and
Prismal also had 4.
Prismal was ASAP.
So
it was insane.
You're just a little bit behind them, but you're still passing. Yeah, definitely well done. Do you have anything to say to the fans of the show? Do you know your champ?
I don't know my champ. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't even know what her W's name is. I don't know any of on all of the recently. I was gonna say published recently new champ. I can't English. The new champions. I just don't remember their ability names because they're so new and I could not tell you what Seraphine's ult.
Rell's is Pharaoh. She has Pharaohmancy in there.
Yeah, that's on her W or something. Right?
Seraphine's ult is called Encore.
That's fucking amazing.
Was not stolen from Sona whatsoever.
Yeah, they're not the same champion. I promise.
No.
It's not better Sona.
Okay. Well, yeah, congratulations. You win a prize, and that is being on the show. So, yeah.
Amazing. I love that.
It's the most egotistical thing Smax has ever said on this show. I love how Riot was hey guys, remember when Sona was first pick, first ban in season 2? Let's make a new champ so we can go back to that.
That's smart. They want to bring the play rate. Yeah. I mean,
yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, I do like Enchantress supports being in the meta. Yeah, I think it's
me
fun.
Too.
It's fun. Me too. It's fun.
But they're
more of Cubby. More of what Cubby said, please. Thank you.
You like Enchantresses?
Oh, please, just let me pick I don't know, Lulu, Lux. Anything.
Daption's big
Soraka,
Well,
please.
they're picking that stuff in LCS, and on the patch that Giant Slayer is on, which is 11.5, they're buffing Karma again, which is like the, I don't know, 3 billionth time in a row.
Yeah.
So
I
don't
feel
know
like
why
that really helps Barrage.
Damn.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Cubby, first of all, we need a button on the show that says I co-founded the varsity program for Miami University, Ohio. We need that to be a button. We also need a button for when you just like randomly leak some Barrage strat.
That's
We
not
need that
leaked.
too.
Are you kidding me?
They've been playing Karma, but I think we could still push the button if we had it.
Oh, absolutely not. They've played that in 3 roles, like on public games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I never leak stuff.
Sure, Cubby. I think it's applicable.
I never
if we have
get
the button. But we don't have the
I
button.
never get results from Barrage anyway. I get results from other teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have a button for that anyway, so you're off the hook for this one.
Wow, Smax. You're just accusing me of leaking scribs as a caster. I would never do that. I leave that to Daption to do as a player. Then I don't get.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So speaking of Daption, you got any leaks for us?
No, I can't do that. I literally got a message after I typed the freaking CLG thing, CLG Academy thing. Morgan saying, "Don't leak scripts, please."
All right, so we got our one. We got our one for the show.
Yeah, that's
already.
it. That's it. That's all I can
Morgan
do.
is censoring you. Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of Morgan and anyone else who's in the chat, if you have any questions for Daption, as we are coming close to winding down the show.
That is true.
By the way, pleasure having you on, Daption. If anyone has any questions for Daption or for the show in general, you can drop those in Twitch chat, or you can join the Discord server and drop those in the live guest questions channel.
I'm seeing your friends say, ask him about Fall Guys.
Boy.
Are you a fan of
boy.
Fall Guys? I am. I have a controller behind my
boy.
monitor. I like to play with my cousins. It's a good time.
You're a smart man, honestly, a man of culture. I like playing Fall Guys in between like queues and stuff.
Controller game.
And yeah, wait, actually, I'm sorry to say, I play with my keyboard.
Bummer. Okay.
I'm a fucking. I don't even. It sucks playing with your keyboard.
It's fine. He's working on league mechanics while he's playing Fall Guys. That's what he tells the coach.
Yeah. Speaking of league mechanics, this is what I used to play Yumi also. So.
You don't?
Yeah.
How? What?
I sync it up. I say, "Hey Xbox, Yumi," and then it says, "Starting the game Yumi in League of Legends." And then
It's so
I go
scary. What the?
And then I like move this around for the prowling projectile. This is attach. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How do you move around?
I use this one. Daption, I'm fucking.
What?
with
You
waiting
are.
for that.
There's no way that this happens. What?
that.
I mean, I know like someone's played like Yumi with their feet, but like that.
Yeah,
is-
that's Saskio.
Yeah, Saskia. But
Good old
that's
Saskio. That's I love that story. Caption, I'm fucking with you.
I'm sorry I did that to you, but
No,
all
it's
good.
all in good fun.
if
and
I
dance.
could like figure out how to code that, then I genuinely would try to play Yumi.
I mean,
with that
Saskia did it
controller.
with
I
foot
would do it.
pedals, so
Exactly.
yeah,
Can't be that hard.
smart man. God
Yeah.
damn. But yeah, I do
anyway.
love playing Fall Guys. So if
Awesome.
you ever want to play,
So that's your warm up game.
there we go.
no. Okay.
We've
If you
gotten
want to
the
get into
balloons
warm up
invite.
games,
We've gotten the leaf blower invite.
What's your warm up
I have
game?
a Fall Guys
okay,
invite.
okay. I have a bunch of those. So number 1, Osu. Okay, you know I have to
Good one.
practice my aim. I play on 4,900 DPI, so it's really hard for me to like have precision, all of that. So
Mhm.
I love to play Osu before
Mhm.
games and like practice my aim. And then another big one is like Smash. I know it sounds weird,
Oh,
but like playing Smash versus like really good players, they like test you. You know, they make you do things that you'd
Yeah.
otherwise not
we've got
even
a
think
couple
about.
good Smash players in Rafa's server.
Love that.
I am
Kitsuo's
a
alright.
Smash player. I'm not that good anymore.
Smax is
but-
Smax used to be alright.
What do you
Rafa's
mean?
good Wii Fit trainer.
Oh, you're gonna be. Everyone hates me for this, but I main Isabel, so I'm just.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Really
This is coming from a Lucas main, so
okay. No, that's fine.
No one in
Yeah.
Rafa's server, I think, has beaten Showing Walk. I think he's king.
I've
She's
done
good.
it once. I beat him once.
Okay, Smack's got
Actually,
okay.
I think I beat him more than once.
Okay,
Damn.
Walk's
but-
good. Yeah, I don't play
Chilling
Smash
Walk is
at all.
good. He plays Terry.
I play
and
children's
then
card games.
Rafa-
Yeah.
Rafa plays Wii Fit.
Ooh, love that. But yeah, so I play those two, and then I just play Fall Guys in queue, and I play Overwatch whenever. I don't know. I feel like playing something different.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. We've gotten a bunch of different answers for like warm up games. We got like ARAMs, Bloons Tower Defense. Prismal told us about this one like cool game that he's been playing with his girlfriend. It's like it was Fogs, right?
Yeah, it's co-op. You like move around with like 2 dogs.
Yeah, you're like cat dog. You're like conjoined at the hip, and you're like 2 dogs.
It was
moving
cool.
Around.
Yeah,
it sounds so hard.
It looked very fun.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
As we are not rolling in with any chat questions, I do have one from past chats that I like. Who's someone that throughout like your young career has like made a big impact on you, whether that's another player, coach, friend, family? You feel like it's really helped you grow.
Okay. This is a complicated answer.
That's fine.
But like
you got time.
A lot of people that I used to look up to, I do not look up to anymore because I played with them and like either I've normalized them in my head from like, oh, I'm gonna play with Gosu, and like, oh my god, he's so good, he's so mechanically intensive, he's so like he'll solo kill the enemy AD carry, to like, oh, Gosu's pinging me to win again, like really, that guy pings so fucking much, goddamn, like you're not even like, dude, please stop. Like when he wants to ping when he wants to go in, like the entire map's gonna know because he's gonna be pinging on my way like 7 times, and then. I used to love Aframu. I used to love Voyboy. I used to love Gosu. I used to love like I was gonna say X Smithy, but oh no, X Special, right? X Special, and it's just like as I started to like get to know them like as players in game and played with them. I'm a Cutie Pie is another one. It's just like it's like instead of being like, oh my god, I'm a Cutie Pie is such a good player, I'm gonna learn from him. It's like, oh, it's another solo queue player, you know? And I think that's changed my perspective on like League of Legends players where like you're like, oh my god, they're so amazing, and then you actually play with them and you're like, wow, they're like normal people like us, which is like humbling for them, you know, because they're like, you know, I might also be another human, you're not like a fucking alien from Area 51. And but I still do look up to a lot of players like Core JJ and Sword Art. Those are my 2 biggest ones right now.
Pretty insane, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember talking with a coach who was like, Core JJ has ruined coaching supports because their reasoning for things is like, oh, I saw Core JJ do it. And then it's like, well, that's great, but you're not fucking Core JJ.
Yeah, literally. I love that. Yeah. Like when people justify they're doing by like, oh, a pro player did it. Like, dude, that just doesn't make sense. Just tell me why. You know?
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I have another question for you. This was one that Prismal brought up yesterday, and I love the question, so I'm gonna steal it from him and ask you.
Okay.
If there was a play named after you in League of Legends, what would it be?
See, that's
the Daption.
Yeah, I would probably have to think of that. I was thinking like maybe Nautilus, but even though I enjoy playing Nautilus over any other tank, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to play Nautilus today. I'm going to be so excited, you know?
Dude, you see Rhinos Engage that beat which academy team they beat? Smax to continue in upper bracket to knock out TSM. He like flash R'd right? And then chained it immediately like with Dredgeline. It was sick. Yeah, it was really slick. I'll give you the clip on my Twitter sphere as you keep on going. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah.
Absolutely. Maybe okay. You guys know I love Seraphine. Probably gonna be a 5-man Seraphine ult into like a double E or something to like keep them locked in and, you know, loaded. So yeah, I'd probably be the Seraphine 5-man ult.
Perfect. Funnily enough, Prismal said one of the Prismal plays would be pressing double W, because he says that pressing double any other ability is trolling.
Huh?
Yeah,
that's what he told us.
He did say that.
What?
He's not nearly as big a fan.
Failure?
He's not nearly as big of a fan of like double E. Oh my gosh.
His play was a failure? I don't understand.
He doesn't like double E nearly as much.
Damn.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay.
All right. Well,
love that.
You know, some light banter for previous guests. We love that.
My bad, Prisma. I love you.
No, that's our favorite.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. All right.
Mhm.
Well, Daption, it's been very, very fun having you on the show. Is there any like shout outs or like or more call outs to other former guests as well? If you have those for right now, feel free to drop those. But yeah, anything you want to plug as well, go ahead.
Shout out
and feel free to do that right now.
To I think everyone that's supported me up until now, and like, damn, I should really give names. Shout outs to Kimmy, Jarmaga, Shochi. God, there's so many I'm gonna forget. Spacemaker, Draxer, Jason Jungle. I'm gonna be going on forever, so I'm just gonna cut it short.
Boys.
Yeah, thank you to everyone who's just there for me and really just helps me grow as a person, because obviously League is just a game to me, right? But I also have a real life to accompany that with. So Kevin, there's so many I'm gonna forget, but I love you all. Thank you for supporting me, being there when I need it, and being a shoulder to lean on when I need it, and I'll be there for you guys too.
It's so wholesome.
It's very wholesome.
I feel like we need to get you and Rafa in a room together and see if it explodes.
Oof, wholesome explosion.
The wholesome boys.
It would.
Maybe.
All right. Well, yeah. Thank you so much for being on the show, Daption. It's been.
Thank
really,
you for
really
having
fun.
me. Love that.
Of course. You were nervous for nothing, man. You did a great job.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. And
not gonna lie, I'm still nervous. So.
No, we could not tell. I don't think anyone in the chat could tell either. But it was a great time. And Smax, we do have more this week. We
do, yes. So we have 4 more episodes this week, starting tomorrow again. This will be the 4th day in a row tomorrow. That guest will be Zoo, the coach from Maryville. So definitely be sure to check that out tomorrow.
It's like the 24.
Same as always, we have him on.
It's like the 24/7 Krusty Krab. Day 4. We're going on day 4.
There it is. That's us. Same as always, we have it on all the platforms that you want to check us out on: Anchor, Google, YouTube, Twitch, Spotify, and iTunes. So check us out on all those, and you can hear Daption's beautiful voice. And again, Daption, it's been really, really fun having you on.
Super fun, man.
Absolutely. I you guys.
Big hearts.
Loved having you guys.
I'm really glad that we got you on for one of these too, because I to my memory I can't remember like too many interviews that you've been a part of at all. So
we haven't had a wildcard member in yet, so that was awesome too.
Hard guy to track down. So thanks for.
Am I really?
No,
I didn't know
not
that.
at all.
I don't know.
Not at all.
No. Very approachable. If anyone wants to ask Daption some more questions, feel free to hit him up on his Twitter. As you can see on the screen, we got his @LOLDaption. Definitely give him a follow there. And if you want to follow the show as well, we've got all of those. P Grounds Pod on Twitter, all those other platforms and everything too. And thank you all so much for tuning in. Cubby, any final thoughts?
No, I had a blast, Daption. Thanks for coming on. And best of luck in Giant Slayer. We're looking forward to casting some of your games.
Woo! All right, episode 10. I'm sorry if that woo woke you up if you're listening to this at night, but have a good rest of your night, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.